musical comedy was actually written. I think it was related. I think certainly I don't think there were any writers knocking around in those days. I think the comics made up their basic idea, and they refined it from town to town on their perambulations around the country.
I do remember somebody, a very famous agent who shall remain nameless, saying to us about 30 years ago when ITV first started, he said, "Oh, I can pick up a sketch for £5." And I suppose what he meant was that's what they used to do. You know, if somebody, had an idea for a comic, you give them £5 for it and then use it for the next 20 years.
There is a Rob Wilton sketch which is wonderful, which is the fire station, where the woman comes in rather irate and angry. Well, not angry, she's in a nervous state because her house is on fire.
House on fire? What's the address, lady? What address is it?
Grimshaw Street.
Grimshaw Street. Now, wait a minute. I know it as well as can be, and I can't just place it.
Oh, come along. It's only just down there.
No. Don't tell me. Let me think of it for myself. Grimshaw. Oh, isn't that annoying? I could walk straight to it, and I can't think of it.
He says to her, "What time does the fire start?" And she says, "Oh, I don't know, 7:30. And he says, now. He says, now, you see the time now, it's 7:25. If I was to put down 7:30 on that form, we'd be liable to turn up at the fire before it broke out. And that's the very thing we try to avoid." It's that line, the very thing we try to avoid, which makes the whole... It's wonderful.
Oh, do come along. Do, please, hurry.
Just a minute, lady, just a second. We work on a system here. I mean, you can't rush it like this. It's a matter of... Who's that? Oh, good. Well, where's Arnold? Where is he? Oh, never mind about the football sweep. There's more important things in the world than that. Would you believe football sweeps and people's lives at stake? I don't know. What have I drawn? Another tanner gone west. Hello? Is that you, Arnold? Well, don't keep going away. There's a fire now in Grimshaw Street, and I'm here by myself. Have you got any petrol? I know it's no good for putting fires out, you blithering idiot. Have you got enough petrol to take you there? What, enough to get there and not get back? Oh, well, it's no good going if you can't get back, is it? Oh, I see, Arnold. Oh, well, now I understand. So you think you can manage then, eh? Oh, it's a pretty big fire. Should be now. Oh, yeah, well, I'll leave that to you and Harry, you see. I say, Arnold, take the dog with you. It'll be a run for him. He hasn't been out lately.
The trick is, of course, and this is, I suppose, it's true of all comic, in a sense, it defines comedy. What the comedian does is he takes something that we've looked at all our lives, and he turns it over. And he said, look at it this way instead.
10 years ago, as the crow flies, I came here with my darling bride. It was Christmas Day in the waxworks, so it must be the same outside. We asked for some bread. We were starving. You gave us peas pudding and pork. My poor wife went in the infirmary with a pain in her bell of New York. So thank you and bless you and blow you. You just take these curses from me. May your wife give you nothing for dinner and then warm it up for your tea. Whatever you eat, may it always repeat, be it soup, fish, entrees, or horse duvers. May blue bottles and flies descend from the skies and use your bald head for maneuvers. May the patent expire on your evening vest shoes. May your Marcel waves all come uncurled. May your flannel shirt shrink up the back of your neck and expose your deceit to the world. And now that I've told you my story, I'll walk to the clink by the gate. And as for your old Christmas pudding, stick that on the next fella's plate.
Hello? I want 1111, please. Oh, is that the butcher? I want 500 tons of sausages. Have you had any breakfast?
Oh, no, sir.
Make it 6. By the way, are your sausages straight? Oh, they're not. Well, cancel the order. Thank you. What's today? Yesterday?
Yes, sir.
Good.
I was going to play one of Chopin's etudes, and then I thought, why should I? He never plays any of mine. Anybody do that? Instead, a little poem that I wrote.
A little poem by Spike Feather.
There was a young man called Wyatt whose voice was remarkably quiet. And then one day, it faded away.
Yeah, who is that snoring in that frock?
That's the... That's the new sound.
Is it Fender?
It's Neddy. He thinks he's the Queen of England.
Echoes, let us play a game and push him down the well.
Yeah.
He's falling in the water.
The one that's, I suppose, is closest to taking the subject matter to its totally illogical conclusion is the great Victorian musical comedian Dan Leno. He said, like, he was shipwrecked on this island. He said, I looked around for food. He said, and there in the bottom of the boat, he said, I saw a piece of fruit cake. He said, I looked closer at it and saw that all the currants had been carefully picked out. And I rejoiced at these signs of civilization. And to be able to think that way, this is the sort of way of Spike Milligan today, people like that. To be able to think that way, you've got to be a little bit on the edge, haven't you? I mean, it's